I was just going to say I was just about to do that, but then I almost dropped it all on the ground. I had to straighten it out. Yes, sir.
Thank you so kindly, sir. Thank you.
You're good.
Okay.
They're really Hey, Chief. Yeah, everybody's here.
Oh, I was hoping to get Paul this time. Yeah, I don't know too much.
Huh? What?
Thank you.
You're welcome. What'd you want?
He needed to make sure he could hear that microphone.
Yeah.
You said, huh? And that answered his question. We're live, by the way.
All right, Deputy Chief Charles Hampton Jr., Hampton, Division Commander for Criminal Investigation. Around 5 o'clock this morning, officers responded to a kidnapping call at the address of 501 Burr Street. Upon their arrival, they spoke with the caller, who stated that a male had kidnapped a female and drove away in some type of SUV. Around 6 o'clock this morning, officers also responded to a call of shots fired in the area of Lakewood and Terrace. As homicide investigators were immediately contacted regarding the kidnapping call, while on scene, we learned of the shots fired call and sent individuals over to the area of Lakewood. As we were headed to that location, we also received a 911 call of an individual down in the wood line. When we got to that scene, we were able to locate an individual, a female, mid-20s, deceased on scene. And what we now believe that is the same female that was kidnapped from the 501 Burr Street. We are been in constant contact with the victim's family, and as you can imagine, this is extremely difficult for them, and so we have to send our condolences to them. There still is an ongoing and active investigation, and homicide detectives are working very hard. What we do believe is that we do have a person of interest detained at this time. We believe that this person detained may be significantly involved in both of these crimes, the kidnapping and the homicide. And so there'll be a couple of questions I'll answer, but since it's still ongoing, it's very early on, there are some things that I will not share, and there are some things that we just don't know as it relates to motive and things like that. I don't know. And so that's where I'll leave it at.
Do you know if the person of interest is making a move?
I don't know.
And who made that 911 call from? Sir, did you say 911?
Which 911 call?
Sorry, the one, you guys got a call 6 a.m. shots fired at around the same time as the 911 call. Who made that 911 call?
A citizen in the area that heard the shots fired call.
What exactly made the first caller think that she was being kidnapped? Was she screaming?
The caller actually witnessed it. So he saw everything that happened. He saw the female being forcibly grabbed and placed into a vehicle.
Was she on the sidewalk? Was she walking? Or?
She was coming to her residence and was apprehended outside of her residence.
The person detained, was he on the scene of the 6 a.m. shots fired?
Was he on scene?
Yeah, was he around, like did you catch him around there?
No, right now he is detained at a city that's south of here.
Sir, I know this could be far-fetched, but we got to ask this. Do we think in any way this is somehow related to the Piedmont Park?
Not this time, no.
What do you think if people feel unsafe in light of Piedmont Park and now it happens?
Again, these are two separate incidents, as I stated before. Again, we ask everyone just to be aware of their surroundings. We ask people to, if something looks unusual, to call 911. Just to remain vigilant. And in a case like this with the caller that called with the shots fired, very, very helpful and instrumental in this investigation. Heard something, called and reported exactly what he heard. And it helped us. So that's what we're asking anyone to do to remain vigilant and aware of their surroundings.
If the police in Griffin was somehow connected to today?
I'm not able to say that at this
Sir,
time.
the person of interest, how did we apprehend that?
Just once, as I said at the press conference before, we have some very talented individuals that work in the criminal investigation division. So it was good police work. It was just following up on the leads, and that's exactly what happened. And like I said, I'm hoping that we will have a very successful conclusion in this.
Was this woman followed home? Is that do you understand?
Like I said, some of the details of the investigation, we're still trying to figure it out. And so we need to figure out exactly where she was coming from. Through the investigation, we'll be able to determine that.
That was going to be my question. We had heard she was a bartender and she had just gotten off work, but you can't share any of that yet. Or do you not know?
Again, I'm not sure how, where she was. I don't know where the kidnapper picked up on her. I don't know. It's still too early to say right now.
Was there any kind of sexual assault?
All right, thank you.
Thank you.